It's Keegan here from keegansh.com. In this video, I'm just going to go through some things that you need to check off if you're having trouble with your adductors. So problems with adductors can often come from using them as hip flexors. So if your hips are externally rotated, when you lift your leg up, your adductors are going to do more work than they should. So part of that can be working on glute flexibility to be able to actually use your hip flexors and hip flexor strengthening exercises. So any of that sort of postural stuff where you're working that upper range or even pulling through with elastics, having that hip flexor activation rather than adductor activation, that can be important. Some stretches for the glutes. This is a good sort of stretch. Working on the glute flexibility. You can do other variations on your back, working over like that. So making sure that you're nice and supple there, doing some foam roller or trigger pointing massage through those areas will all be good. And some strengthening work for the adductors can also help. So a couple of basic exercises. Squeeze the ball between your feet. Don't sit the ball on top of your feet. Actually have to pick it up with your feet. Come to 90 degrees and then work your just crunches from that position. So it really depends on exactly why your adductor problem is starting, which exercise is going to be best for you, but this is just some examples. Then you can work into being able to take it out straight. Obviously increasing the weight of the ball is going to increase the difficulty of that exercise. Another good one that you can do is like a side bridge. So starting in that position, you can start with this leg on the ground and just put tension to that muscle. Do 20-second holds, and then if you take that bottom leg off the ground, you're obviously going to increase your intensity quite a lot. So that's another option for strengthening there. Another one you can do is on a Swiss ball. So start, instead of going on top of the ball and just holding working your glutes, go a little bit to the side of the ball and actually try and squeeze the ball. And then the challenge is to go onto the side of the ball and still be able to hold that there. So you'll feel that your glutes are working quite hard and also your adductors. So that's a good exercise. You can do holds of 5 or 10 seconds on that. They're all some options for you. Without sort of looking too closely at exactly why the adductors are not working. Obviously having good basic patterns, being comfortable in your squat position, your squat in close, but also being able to squat out wide. Good lunge position is also really important. So your hip flexors and being able to open up your hips. But that's probably a few ideas to get you started anyway. Check that off. If you've got any questions, then send them through to me.